And at the beginning of this year, I had no idea. I had no idea what I was going to do. I had talks planned in China. I was prepped. Everything was there, and then everything hit the fan. There was just nothing. And for me, that's where I had to transition online. I had to switch business models. I had to pivot. And I was telling everyone that I'm working with in training, they've got to do the same. And you've got to be able to ride the wave, innovate, and pivot. Because the truth is, what works now may not work in a few weeks' time. You've got to have that innovative ability to really help you move forward.
Right. How hard was it for you to accept this? Because I know some of the people couldn't take it so easily, because especially if you're into public speaking and you're doing events across the globe, it was like a sudden thing, you know. It wasn't like, okay, in 6 months all the events are going to be cancelled. Suddenly in March, everything across the globe was cancelled. How was it? Like, what was your state of mind and how did you come out of it?
Oh, I was not happy. I can't even tell you, I was so excited. I had everything lined up in China. I usually go for a few weeks. I had back-to-back talks. I had made some amazing connections. I did a talk in HSBC in December, just before all the COVID stuff happened. I was genuinely so excited. And for me, it was just this real big disappointment. However, at that time, I was thinking, okay, how do I turn this into an opportunity? And for me, in February, I hired a business coach who's a multi-million dollar online platforms, and he's doing that coaching. And for me, I was thinking, okay, I'm going to spend this time, and I think that I really hope people take this on, is that when we emerge from the experience that we've all had this year, right? So that I would be unrecognizable compared to when I went back in. And the reason why I say that is I've spent the majority of this year laying an incredibly strong foundation of products, of services, of all the different knowledge that I used to teach in events. I've digitalized. I've spent a lot of time in branding, repositioning, and creating things that can truly have an impact. And I think that if you can look at this as an opportunity as opposed to a challenge and create that pivot, it allows you to move forward in a way where you can actually enjoy the experience as opposed to it getting you down.
Which is so true. I think some of them have taken this as an opportunity, and for some it was very hard. Very interesting. Ben, do you have a favorite quote which inspires you, or a favorite quote which is stuck with you?
Sure. I think that I have many, but I think happiness is not a destination, it's a way of life. I think that's an amazing quote that I really hope people take on, is that it's not just waiting for something happy to occur, but it's enjoying those little moments along the way.
Sweet. Very nice. So what are your plans for next year or next few years, if you have plans? Because I don't know if people are actually planning or not, but maybe you do have. What are your next moves?
Sure. Well, I know at some point I'm going back to China and doing stuff out there, and I'm sure I'll do the same in LA, and I'll start doing my talks in person in the UK. But for me, pretty simple. It's about carrying on having that impact, impacting thousands of people out in China or online, and whether it's through my podcast, whether it's through impacting people through articles or videos, I want to continue that. I'm pretty good at Chinese. I've done a TED Talk in Chinese, but that's something that I'm working on improving even more. It's something that I ditched very consciously this year as I pivoted the business and had to do some different things, because Chinese takes a lot of time. If I knew how much time it would take, I probably would have done it, but I'm enjoying the journey. And for me, just being able to enjoy that, spending time with my wife, having a lot of fun, recovering from my ankle. I couldn't believe I did it on Sunday running in the woods, but life happens, and I think you've got to take it with a smile and enjoy that. It just teaches me once again to have a bit more patience with my ankle too, and to really move forward. So I'm excited to see what the years will come. I have no definitive, this is exactly how it will work, but the more trainers that I get, the more impact I have, I just can't wait to see how the coming years will unfold.
Interesting. All the best to you. So Ben, this is all the time we have. What is one piece of advice you would give entrepreneurs to escape burnout?